Hi, I'm Nicole, licensed clinician, and we're here talking about everyday things that impact our mental health and fitness. And I believe this will probably be the last in the holiday series, as this is going to be airing during the week between Christmas and New Year's, which is sometimes for some people like this joyful week of nothingness before the new year starts, and we kind of all go back to work, like having full work weeks and all of that good stuff. And for other people, it's just this week of nothingness where sometimes it can feel like a lot of negativity can kind of build up or really start hitting us. um, and honestly, if you've never seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life, I highly encourage it. I grew up on this movie, and when I was younger, I hated it because it's in black and white. Um, but but the lesson there is a great one, and I'm not going to tell you what the lesson is that you should get out of it or what the message you should get out of it is. But generally speaking, the premise of it is that there's this man who wants nothing more than to get out of his town and go travel and do all of these things, and circumstances kind of led to that not happening. He didn't get to leave his town. He had to take over the family business that he never wanted to take over at all. And he gets to a point where he's just feeling so much despair because of finances, and just things are collapsing around him. And he goes to a bridge and he jumps off the bridge, and he meets his guardian angel. And then they kind of go through him seeing what happens if he, or what would have happened if he had never been born. And I'm not gonna tell you how it ends, um, but for people who are feeling that level of despair, where they're feeling like they just wish that they can just delete themselves from existence, that they were never born. If you feel like killing yourself is a better option than staying the course and figuring out new ways or different ways to try to get yourself out of whatever situation you're in, um, including connecting with a therapist and working with them. Um, it's just such a great movie to bring some extra perspective to those feelings. And I would highly, highly, highly encourage you that if you are feeling that despondent, that you call your county's crisis line or mobile crisis team. You can easily Google that, just whatever county you're in mobile crisis, or whatever county you're in crisis, um, and find resources for yourself. It's really important to talk to people, to talk to somebody, especially somebody who is a professional and equipped to handle what you're talking about, right? Because not everybody's equipped to handle our feelings and what we have to talk about. You can be really close with your family or really close with certain friends, and they still might not be fully equipped to support you in the way that you need to be supported. So I highly encourage you that if you are feeling that way, to engage in some self-care, watch It's a Wonderful Life, and connect with a therapist, and or call a crisis line or go to a hospital if you feel like you really can't keep yourself safe. The good news is that statistically speaking, even though a lot of people do get really sad and despair around the holiday season for various reasons, the weather being one of them, that we have more darkness and overcast and all of that stuff. Uh, um, the actual rates of trying to unalive yourself is not as high in the winter time. So take that for what it is, but I think it's something that gives me hope that there are people who are reaching out in the winter time around the holiday season to try to address things that they're feeling. So if you are feeling badly, please, I can say this a million times over and over again, reach out.